I'm on now.
It's midnight, 9 o'clock, time to slam.
That's the
Sex
song
like
right
a
there.
misunderstanding. With Dr. Tiy-E, he the man. Relax, let him lead the way, he got a plan. It's the slam. Hey, hey, it's the slam. Hey, whoa, it's the slam. With Dr. Tiy-E, he the man. Relax, let him lead the way, he got a plan. Love and life, let's talk about it. What you learn, you better be about it. It's Wednesday night, 9 o'clock, time to slam. Sex, love, and misunderstanding. Straight out the shot. Southside Chicago is a man that everybody knows. Love for love doctor. Let's get it, let's go. You probably seen him on the TV shows. Ricky Lake, Real Housewives of Atlanta. On Gilligan's Island, going bananas. That's not all. He write books too. Secrets me and Keith play a circle just to name a few. Type the name on Amazon. And if you want the rest, giving you advice on life, he's a therapist. If you need his services, just hit his line. 213-309-7606 every time. He's a ladies man on the grind. If you need his services, just hit his line. 213-309-7606 every time. Wednesday night on Facebook, it get live. On his page, all the action start at 9. Share with friends and family. Watch him shine. It's Wednesday night, 9 o'clock, time to slam. Sex, love, and misunderstanding. With Dr. Tiy-E, he the man. Relax, let him lead the way. He got a plan. It's the slam. Hey,
Hey,
Hey, visual.
hey.
It's the slam.
with Dr. Tiy-E, he the man. Relax, let him lead the way. He got a plan. Love and life, let's talk about it. What you learn, you better be about it. It's Wednesday night, 9 o'clock, time to slam. Sex, love, and misunderstanding.
Oh,
You better be about it. It's Wednesday night.
oh. Peace of love, peace of love, peace of love, peace of love. It's your man, the myth, and the reality. It's Dr. Tiy Muhammad. Welcome to another episode of Slam, Sex, Love, and a Misunderstanding. Tonight is episode 43. 43 episodes.
Yes.
Got my girl, Mark Barter, super bartender. Look up Marta Barkley, doing her thing each and every Wednesday on the Slam. Tonight's episode is titled, the title is, Your Son is Not Your Boyfriend. We're going to talk about parentifying and also parentifying and emotional incest. Parentifying and emotional incest. There's a lot of mothers out there with sons, and you're doing some things wrong, man. And I know you mean well, but I'm gonna help you out there. So if you know someone who knows someone who knows someone who has a son, and she's a mother, be a single mother or married, make sure you hit them up. Share this right now. And before I continue on, as always, we got to bring God into the room. Not that he isn't already present, but we just want to acknowledge him. You know, that's how we do it. We thank you, Heavenly Father, for the blessings of this day. We thank thee for the love, life, and loyalty you place in our hearts, minds, bodies, and spirits. We thank thee for the love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice that you give us each and every day to be as examples of how we should live our lives. We thank you for this moment right here, which is truly the greatest moment of our lives. We ask you to come inside this room right now, come inside this man cave, and give us the strength to give the message in which you put into us, for we're clearly just the vessels. It's your name be the glory always. Amen.
Amen.
All right. What's going on, Slammers? It's going down tonight. It is going down tonight. Man, again, tonight's topic. Your son is not your boyfriend. We're going to talk about emotional incest and parentifying because, man, it's a problem out here. And this came about, got a caller, and mind you, I have some friends. Now, mind you, I have some friends who have sons that I've tagged for tonight's show. Just because I've tagged you, I'm not saying that you think your son is your boyfriend. I've tagged you because you have a son and you're single, and some of you have sons and you're married. And I just wanted to get your input, see what you say, because, you know, some of my friends have very strong relationships with their sons. And so I'm going to talk about it tonight because it's a challenge that's going on in our community that needs to be addressed. For those of us who fasted from Tuesday to Wednesday, 6 p.m., congratulations. The Muhammad House did not fast. We're still recovering from illness. So when you're sick or you're traveling, in some other extreme circumstances, I recommend you do not fast. Fast is only when your body's in 100% physical, mental, and spiritual shape. All right. Shout out to all my Sagittarius. This is Sagittarius Nation. My girl Mar Bar, Sag Love back here. She's having a skate party this Sunday. Tell us about the skate party, Mar Bar.
My skate party is going to be at Sparkles in Smyrna. I got on my Queens Born in December shirt. So I expect to see all y'all there. Come get some fitness with us. The S.L.A.M team is going to be there. See you Sunday at 8:30.
And Mar Bar promises to do a full split on her skates and bring herself up by the back of her shirt. Bam! In your face, the S.L.A.M Man Cave. All right, people, starting in January, we're going to be broadcasting the S.L.A.M live from the Facebook page titled S.L.A.M. It's at Man Cave S.L.A.M. You go to at Man Cave S.L.A.M. Please right now go in and become a follower. So that way when we sign the S.L.A.M starting in January, you're already ready to go. Again, stop what you're doing right now and start following us at Man Cave S.L.A.M on Facebook, or just type in S.L.A.M. S.L.A.M, whatever. Type in S.L.A.M and you'll see us, all right? So make sure you join that because we're going to start doing it live from the Facebook page, S.L.A.M, starting in January. So let's get into the topic tonight. First, let me give a shout out to my people checking in. We got Swan Black. What's going on, lady? I know I'm going to see you on your skates going extra slow. We got Steve Gordon Jr. What's going on, my brother? Appreciate you tuning in.
DJ Flash.
Right. Rose Padilla. Sonia Chapman. What's going on? Tuesday Etiquette. Check Sonia out. Etiquette Tuesdays starting in January. Trina Davis. What's going on, Southside? Janelle Wilson. All my people checking in. Love you and I thank God for you. We got Hope checking in. Hope Tober. What's going on? Z5. Much love to my blue and white family. We got Keisha Kane checking in. So I'm thankful for everybody checking in and showing love tonight. Please continue to share. Last week, your boy was not feeling well, but I'm back. I'm about 85, 90%. What type of drink we got? Well, we got Yuli Lowfield. Dude, I always pronounce your name, Fred. I always jack up your name. Yuji. There we go, Yuji. Fred, you have thanks for checking in, Fred. Appreciate you, love you. Go, Mom. What are we drinking tonight?
Fuzzy Navels.
Can you hand that to me because I only got so much elbow back there? Fuzzy navel.
Fuzzy Navels.
Let me see if I can taste somebody's navel.
Yep.
It's good. It is fuzzy. Not much of a navel kisser. Never been too fond of the navel.
Why not? Cherries.
Cherry
cream.
Cherry and navel. I'm not a whipped cream person. Yeah, whipped cream. Too much going on. I'd rather create my own whipped cream. You know what I mean?
Oh boy.
All right. So before we get into tonight, we got Sydney, Lindsay, Call.
CAU.
Sydney Lindsay, CAU. That U looks like a freaking R and an F. We got Lulu checking in, my good friend Lulu, Cat Trail, baby's godmom. Yo, let's get into tonight because tonight is a heavy topic.
Yes.
I'm putting on my therapist brain line again. Dr. Tiy-E, licensed professional therapist, national certified therapist, author of 5 books, psychology professor, and an owner of One Sexy Vegan. So let's get into tonight. All right. So when we start talking about mothers thinking their sons are their boyfriends, there's a lot of interesting relationships that mothers have with their sons, especially if it's the only son. They begin to put their sons in a position where they think that their son is their man. And let me explain that. That's a form of parentifying. Parentifying is turning your son, like say your 12 or 16-year-old, into your friend, your mate, or your equal. Your son is not your equal. Also, emotional incest is that damage that you give to your son who has no choice but to be there for the needy parent or needy mother. Because you always say, I need you, son. Parents look to their child for the emotional support that would normally be given by another adult. That's what emotional incest is. When parents look to their sons for emotional support that should be given by their peers or their friends or another adult, however you want to term it. You cannot go to your sons and impart on them or give them give to them information that should be given to an adult because he's your son, and he doesn't. Now you're stunning his growth. Let's say the mother's in a relationship and they break up, and she go to the son crying, saying that the man done her wrong. You are stunting your child's growth. He is not your peer. He is not your equal. He is your son. Okay, that's a form of emotional incest. And I'm gonna talk about a book dealing with emotional incest at the end of the book that I'm gonna recommend for my parents. All right. So parentifying and emotional incest usually comes from adults not getting the adult and female not getting her needs met sufficiently by another adult, more especially a male adult. Again, emotional incest,
I can see that.
And parentifying stems from when the female is not getting her needs met sufficiently from a man. So she go to her son.
Right.
She's like, well, you know what? I want you to go shopping with me. I want you to go out to dinner with me. I guess I'm going to stop what I'm doing tonight. I'm not going to go out with my friends. I'm going to hang out with you. We're going to watch movies. We're going to have a movie night. No, stop having movie nights with your damn children, ladies, with your sons. Go out and have a movie night with a man or with your girlfriends. It's okay every now and then. But when you are scheduling events with your child, with your male child on a weekly basis, because you don't have no man or no friends to go hang out with, that is problematic. That is problematic. That is what we start getting into emotional incest or parentifying. All right?
Wow.
Turning to nice topics. Hope says, and stop coddling. Yeah, stop coddling your child. I mean, these male children, and then you wonder why when you date these grown men and they need to be coddled or they need special attention.
They got mommy tendencies.
Right, because look what the mom gave to them. The mom don't want the son to make up his bed. Don't want to have any responsibilities. If responsibilities, she wants him to go to work. Yeah. No, and guess what? The money sometimes has to go towards the household. You know, you see your son go to work. Right, like he's your man. Yeah. You know, your teenage son shouldn't be working to help you pay your bills. You know, unless you're in need, I get that. But don't live outside your means. Put yourself in a situation where you want your son to grow up and enjoy his life, not your life. You know, it's interesting. I'm gonna give you some examples. I want you to work with me, Marlboro, on these things.
I got you.
I'm gonna give you some examples of what when you are parentifying or emotional incest exists. When these things, if you can check one of these things, you need to give me a call or email me at help@onelovecounselingservices.com. As a mother, you forgo your plans with your friends or peers to attend events with your son. Forgo plans with your friends or peers to attend an event with your son. Your son, more especially your teenage son. Wow. He has friends. He has peers. Get a life. Go do what you need to do. And then, you know, if you can hook up with your son later, because guess what? When you were his age, you had your friends. You was out enjoying yourself. Now you're studying his growth because you're saying, hey, come and hang. I'm gonna come hang out with you. I'm gonna come hang out with you instead of going to hang out with my guy friend or you know, go hang out with my girlfriend.
That's that codependency.
Jasmine Bolin says, please rest in peace. The social media phrase. I'm on a date night with my son. That exists?
Yes, it do. They do.
Wow.
They do that.
Jasmine, that exists? Yeah. I'm on a date night with my son?
Yeah, it's called
Marvin Bang, what's going on, Fred Bluefire?
Yeah, if a lady,
okay, break that down for me. So they're putting that on social media. Right. I'm on a date night with my son.
So what happens is, let's say I call you up and I say, Doc, let's go to dinner, or let's go have coffee and talk about the next topic for next show or something. Okay. You would respond. Now you got daughters, so you would be like, no, I can't make it. I got a date with my daughter. Okay. Me and my daughter are going out on a date. Now, technically, that's not really a bad thing to say because men do teach their daughters how to date in that type of setting. But in that context, what that message was exactly what you just said. You can't take them out on a date and make them be in an adult situation. Okay. When the adult should be doing adult things. With
other adults. Okay, number 2. Great job. Appreciate that, Marbar. You tell your son more about your relationship than you tell your friends or peers.
Negative.
You tell your son more about your relationship than you tell your friends or your peers.
Negative.
Again, your son is not your equal. He's not an adult. He is your child. Stop telling your son things about your relationship that he doesn't.
He's
then
not
he does
your best friend.
Need to know.
Get you a best friend.
Right. Get you a life.
Get you a best friend.
Get you a life. Number 3, you don't go to therapy for problems. Instead, you talk to your son about them. Whatever your problem is.
Quit being cheap. Use your health insurance and go see that therapist. Quit playing.
Go see who?
Your therapist.
Go see who?
Doc.
No, they say the name out. Go see who?
Tiy-E Muhammad.
Oh,
Come
God.
on now.
She's so, oh God. Thanks for the support, Marbar, the bartender.
They know the drill. They just being cheap.
You got to think about people tuning in and don't know my name. They don't know me. You got to let them know, like, hey, go see Dr. Tiy-E Muhammad.
One Love Counseling, right. Dr. Tiy-E Muhammad. Make your appointment right away.
All right, onelovecounseling.com. There you go. Number 4, you tell your child you couldn't live without him.
Oh, Lord. Now
you tell your child, you know what? I just couldn't live without you. You're my reason for existence. I love you. It's too much.
Now you giving the kid.
Keisha Kane says, OMG, people are doing this.
Yes.
Talking to the kids about their relationships. This is awful. OMG. Janelle Wilson says, date night is cool, but infrequently. Show your kids how to accept the opposite sex and be treated. I totally agree. Lolita Contreras, do you take PPO? Yes, I take PPO. PPO, HMO, medical, holla at your boy.
Holla. So I have
going back to what Jana said. Jana said, yes, it's okay when it's infrequent. Like every now and then, once every couple months, ladies, you tell your son, like, you know what, let's go out. Let's go to the Cheesecake Factory, hang out, let's do dinner. Mind you, we're talking about dinner like 6 or 7 o'clock. Don't have your son now 8 or 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. That's a bit creepy.
Yeah.
Go at a respectful hour, go out and teach your son how to order from a menu. Teach him how to eat properly when at the table with his friends or with a young lady. There's things that I've done that with my daughter, who is now 22. I would take her out when she was younger. We would go out to eat, and I want her to know what it felt like for a man to take her out. I want her to understand what that looked like. And we did it probably for about 2 years. Then we were done with it. And every now and again, now when she comes into town, we'll go out and get something to eat. But and again, as she said, infrequently, it makes sense. But when it's part of your weekly agenda, that's problematic.
Yeah, right? Every Friday, we the one girl I know, she does mommy daughter night, and they go do whatever, go to the movies, shopping, have hot chocolate.
Okay.
But there is a little bit of a situation there where she cancels adult things,
right, to hang out with the child.
Yeah, that's and have adult conversation with the child.
Ashley asked, where's the line between having a good relationship with your son and dating him? The line is once you start impeding upon the progress of your son, once you start saying, hey son, you're going to do this with me. It's not saying, and not going to your son and say, hey, what are you doing this week? Make sure that his plans with his friends come first. His plans with his friends comes first. Now, mind you, this what I'm saying to you about emotional incest and parentifying goes for both male and the females. I'm talking about the mother and their sons tonight.
Yeah.
So, mothers with daughters or fathers with daughters, this applies to you as well. But I want you guys to understand that fine line. Allow your child to be a child. Allow your child to grow up and enjoy their childhood. Go outside, have fun with their friends. Go do them. Not like, okay, you got school Friday, 3 o'clock, pick you up at 3:30. We're going to go to the mall. We're going to hang out. We're going to go to the movies and we're going to go shopping. Yeah, creepy. All right. Jasmine Bowling, Hope Tarbert says, stop walking around naked in front of your children after they've reached a certain age. Oh, say it again.
That's bold.
Stop walking around naked in front of your children after they've reached a certain age. James Washington says, stop saying you're not ready to let them grow up. Yeah, that's a real big. James Washington, that's real big. Stop. Thanks for checking in, J-Dub. Stop saying, I don't want them to grow up. People, understand you are stunning your children's growth when you don't let them grow up the way God has intended for them to grow up. You cannot place these unrealistic expectations on your child that wasn't placed on you. That's what kills me about certain damn parents, is that you do things to your child that wasn't done to you. I was talking to a friend of mine earlier who is spoiling her daughter. I mean, spoiling her. And I asked her, I said, did these things happen? Were you raised like that? No, we were raised, I didn't have a whole lot. I was the oldest of 5 kids, and I had to earn everything.
Mm-hmm.
So why does your child the latest iPhone, the latest MacBook, MacBook Air, the latest Jordans, and everything else? You're hurting your child. You're hindering your child's growth. Let your child understand what it's like to be a child. All right. So, but that line that shouldn't be crossed. Again, allow your child to grow up and be a child. Allow your child to interact with their friends, do things with their friends at their schedule, not yours. All right. So the next one, number 5, your son forgoes plans with his or her friends or peers to be with you or to be there for you. Your son forgoes plans with friends or peers to attend an event with you and for you. That's ridiculous. So they say, if they tell their friends, well, I can't go because my mama want me to go to the movies with her, or I can't go because my mom is not feeling well and I want to stay home with my mom. I can't go because my mom says this is a movie coming on tonight on Lifetime that she wants us to watch together. Or
she want me to be her date at her company event.
Exactly. And when a child decides, when you give the child the option, and your male child says, well, Mom, I'd rather go hang out with my friends, and you get upset because your child made a decision to go hang out with his or her friends. Like, how does that make sense to you? And I get it. People, I get it. Loneliness is a disease.
Yeah.
I get it. And when you feel like you have nobody else there and you've been hurt or betrayed by men in your past, and you just feel like your son is not going to let you down, he's solid. It's like having a puppy. A puppy's always going to be there.
Yeah.
You feel like your son at a certain age, he's always going to be, he's going to be loyal, he's going to love you no matter what. Yeah, and going back to what Hope was saying, you walk around and say you top heavy. You walk around, you got a shirt cut, a V-neck shirt on with half your breast hanging out. You got on some tight pants with your monkey hanging out. No, people, no, unacceptable. Dress like a lady when you're around your child. You know what I'm saying? Give him or her, give your son that respect you want somebody to give to your daughter or to your son as an adult when they're around. So be mindful of that, parents. Number 6, your son asks questions about your marriage or divorce or your relationship. Your son asks you questions about your marriage, about your divorce or your relationship. That is
I was just about to say that.
That is none of his damn business.
Because you already told him too much about the breakup.
Right.
So now you've already had the children divorce the situation and detach the same time you did.
Okay.
So what you do there is you already making the child pick between the parents by having all that information there.
Right. Okay. You see this line right here? That's why I want you to place my drink. If you place my drink over there one more time, and I got to turn over there, and I'm gonna go have a problem.
Then we go
right there, bam.
Okay. Well, I keep thinking your elbow is gonna go right there, because when your elbow go up,
I've already stayed. See that line right there? That's my drink go.
I got you. We're gonna put some tape there.
If I pass
and then
out
we're gonna put some tape right
there. We're gonna put some tape somewhere, all right? Hope Tober says proper parental attire is a whole show.
Yes.
Night. This is true.
Yes.
James Washington said, buy some damn pajamas.
Yep.
Keisha Kane says, they better get online and find them a friend because that's ridiculous to be upset because he won't sit down and hang out with you. Keisha Kane says, this is why I don't date mama's boys. I don't deal with it at all. Janai Wilson, crippling is an epidemic these days. I agree. People, it's there's no blueprint to parenting. Parents, we do the very best that we can do. That's why tonight's topic is very important. That if it doesn't apply to you, that you share with your friends, because people need to understand there's certain, and I know Sonia, the etiquette coach, can talk more about this. There's certain manners, certain etiquette, there's certain interests that you should have with your male child, and certain interests you should not have.
Right.
Because it gets creepy after a while. If you and your son are dressing up the same, going out to eat, his and her sweaters. If you're saying, hey, we're going to wear, the same colors tonight. We're both going to wear red. We're putting on red shirt, putting on our blue jeans and our blue Jordans. Yeah, no. If you're taking your son to say it's a cookout, an adult cookout, and you show up with your son.
Oh.
Creepy.
Oh.
Very creepy, all right? Number 7.
Oh, boy.
All right. Number 7, you lean on your son for financial support. His job is part of your house income. You shouldn't have to lean on your son for financial support. Not in a position where it's like it's your boyfriend or your man or your husband, where he feels like he has to be a breadwinner in that house. And I know it's difficult for a lot of my single parents, especially mothers who are single with sons. And you feel like, man, I got to be a father figure for him. I know it's difficult. I know I can only imagine what you're going through as a single parent, as a single mother raising a young male child. But you have to ask yourself, what's in the best interest of my son? What does he need to help him develop? And even if you got to put him in the Boys and Girls Club, get him in the mentoring program, have him go online, you and him go online to get look-up programs and read about things, or get books that talks about how to raise your young son. But for you to sit there and act like, doing these things with your son, as far as going out with him all the time and having date nights, going on social media tonight is date night with my son and I, it's not cute. It's not cute, people. It is not cute, and it hinders your child's psychological development to the point where it can stagnate his growth. So you want to definitely be cognizant of that. You on your son's Instagram or Facebook commenting all the time. Come on, people. You on your son's social media? You're on his social media?
Yeah. Oh,
no.
Yeah. Got the password and all.
No,
what you talking about?
No, I get you checking your children's social media to make sure they're not doing anything improper.
Correct.
But when you on there commenting,
yes,
you're commenting on your child's social media.
Oh, yeah.
Unacceptable. Mothers get a like. Or I've seen this on Facebook. The son scores a touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
The son gives you a hug.
Yeah.
The son tells you, I love you. The son just got some new blue jeans. You post everything your son does on Facebook, Instagram. What's the other one? Snapchat. Oh, gosh. And you go through all of that, posting you and your son's interaction, and it's trying to show how much you love your son. We get it. But show us how much you love you and your man by getting to love you more, spending more time with you and your peers, and get a life and get a man. And if you into women, whatever you're into, get it. Get a dog. But do not stagnate or hinder your child's development because of your own selfish reasons.
And my favorite hashtag with all of that is, oh, ain't he so cute? My little Pooh Bear.
Sonia Chapman, check this out. The etiquette coach says, I know someone who took a shower with her 15-year-old son. Hot mess. I can't make this up. Again, Sonia says she knows someone who took a shower with her 15-year-old son. What's wrong with people? Jasmine Bullen says, from my observation, your son is your emotional boo, stand-in boo. One of those following reasons: you're trying to make your son into that man you never had, or that man you didn't raise you, or that man who didn't raise you. You better preach on. But again, if you're taking a shower with your 15-year-old son, there's some psychological challenges that you're enduring that needs to be addressed. And people, I know I laugh and I joke around a lot on the S.L.A.M live from the man cave, but these topics that I discuss are very serious. And this dealing with emotional incest and parentifying is very serious. And if you or someone is encountering or has this particular challenge, make sure you inbox me or ask them to seek professional help, because you need professional help. Because sometimes we may think, those of us who have lives, we think that it's so simple for telling people to get a life. It's that simple. It's not that simple for a lot of people. Because once you become invested into your son to the point where you've seen the way people act with their dogs.
Yeah.
Oh my God. People will give life and limb for their dogs.
Yeah.
They're so in love with their dogs. And so imagine that was your child.
Yeah.
Where everything you do revolves around your son. No, you got to get life. Thus you're showing your son, you're exemplifying what adulthood is to your son. All right. Please seek professional help. The book that I mentioned earlier is called The Emotional Incest Syndrome: What to Do When a Parent Loves Rules Your Life. Again, the book is called The Emotional Incest Syndrome. And we'll type that in on the page. What to Do When a Parent's Love Rules Your Life. It's by Dr. Patricia Love. I got to say it one more time. The emotional incest syndrome. What to do when a parent's love rules your life. It's by Dr. Patricia Love, and it's alarming. But again, people, it's something it's a lot more common than what we think. And as the slammer said earlier, when you're on Facebook saying, "Hey, nice date night with my son," yeah, that's problematic. That's problematic, people, because that adult female is not getting her needs met sufficiently somewhere, and more especially from another mate, more especially from a male, and she figures like, well, I don't really need a date because I have my son. Problematic. So have you ever dated a man who, who felt like he was just all into his mom, or his mom was all into him? Have you ever dated a man whose mom was all into him? Or a little bit too much?
When I was in high school, I did date a guy, or I did have a classmate. I can't say we really dated, but at that time, because I guess we were young, but he was from a single parent home. He was the oldest, and we worked together. And I just remember I was footloose and fancy free. So at that time, that's my
footloose and fancy free.
That's my first check. So, I could blow my check at the mall. I didn't have bills because I was a teenager.
Okay.
But it was one time where we all were going to go out to the movies and he couldn't go.
Okay.
Because he had to go home and help his mom with the checks at the house.
Okay.
And so, it was kind of hard for us to respond to that because some of us, that wasn't our experience. Okay. So, dude, why can't you come with us? Well, why can't your mom do this? Well, why can't she do that? Well, why can't she do that? Nah, dude, I got 2 bills to pay for this month. And we're like, you paying bills?
Mm.
And so 18, 19 years old, I get the goal for parents to teach us how to save money, put money in the account, and teach us those things. So I had a bill.
Okay.
That I had to pay, but it was a bill I made. It was my little goofy cell phone.
Okay.
The flip down.
Ooh, the flip.
The flip. Right. But I didn't have major bills.
Okay.
So I get if that was the goal at that time, or even now what single parents are trying to do in terms of teaching them how to manage money and manage accounts. But if it goes into the other boundary where they're paying bills for a situation where they're exceeding their situation,
okay,
it makes you wonder.
Right. Okay. So again, people, tonight's topic was, your son is not, ladies, your son is not your boyfriend. And we're talking about emotional incest. And that's when the parents look to their sons for emotional support that should be normally given by an adult, male or female. So if you know someone who has that challenge, make sure you reach out to them. Tonight's show was definitely a hot topic. Each and every Wednesday, we're here in the Man Cave, S.L.A.M, Sex, Love, and the Misunderstanding with Dr. Tiy-E, licensed therapist. Got my bartender back there, Mar Bar. And we're just always, having fun, dropping knowledge. Mm-hmm. We're dropping the knowledge. And I want people to understand, listen, take heed to these words. If you don't reveal, you cannot heal. If you don't reveal, you cannot heal. The only way to let shit go, people, excuse my language, don't excuse it. The only way you can let shit go, people, is that you have to reveal it. That's the only way you can heal. You got to talk about it. And there's something that's going on, or something's going on with somebody and they need that emotional support. Make sure, you tell them to seek professional help. All right. But remember, people, go to our S.L.A.M page on Facebook. That's at Man Cave S.L.A.M, at Man Cave S.L.A.M. Make sure you become a member there, become a follower there. So that way in January we're going to start broadcasting from the S.L.A.M page. We got our own page, Slammers. We're moving up. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And Barbara, any closing words? Sagittarius.
If you need an objective place with all that you've heard from the show today, you need a objective place to really like release what you feeling, hit us up. Inbox. There's no judgment. Anonymous if you need to. But don't sit there in your stuff.
She says stuff.
And you don't have a place to release that to.
Right. And there you have it, people. Remember, Marbar is celebrating her birthday.
I give you a free drink since it's my birthday.
Right. This Sunday night, make sure you come out to the bar. Come out to the skating rink. What's the name of the skating rink?
Sparkles Smyrna.
Sparkles in Smyrna. We're going to be going down. Marbar has promised to do a full split, bring herself up by the back of her shirt, and she's gonna shake it like a something. She's gonna shake it like a something.
I might do some JB stuff up in there since I got challenged.
Yeah, Reese, she talking to you, Reese. Shout out. Be true to who you are. Laugh every day. Tell stories. Do what you love. Make every moment count. Special considerations for hashtag 30 and up doing us. XL Transportation. Maceo Photo. One Love Counseling Services. Chocolate Mommy. And my girl Sonia Chapman. Special consideration for Etiquette Tuesdays starting in January. Yo, check us out each and every Wednesday on the S.L.A.M. It's going down. It's your boy, Dr. Tiy-E Muhammad. Hey. Talk